All right, guys, I have here in my hands my Withings Body Scan. Let's talk about it. This is not a cheap piece of equipment. This is very expensive. And if you are in the market for it, you are doing the right thing by checking it out, seeing what other people have to say about it. So I'm going to keep it real with you guys. I know that this is not the cheapest scale out there. So let's talk about it. Why did I get this scale when I actually had other scales? So I bought this one years ago when it first came out. The big thing was because I track my body fat pretty meticulously. I think body fat and percentage of lean mass are the metrics that are most important to me, because I don't really care what my scale says because I'm trying to gain muscle and minimize fat. If I weigh 220 pounds, I don't really care if my body fat's at 14%. If I weigh 220 pounds and my body fat's at 22%, that's not where I want to be. The scale can't show me that. The scale is very misleading, not this scale, but scales in general when you're looking at just poundage, because you have so many different variables, right? What if you start a workout plan and you're doing everything right, you haven't lost a pound and the scale's telling you that you're failing, or maybe you even gained a couple pounds when really you've gained some muscle. So I just love the fact that I can actually track my body fat and my muscle mass with this. Now, is it accurate? There is no at-home fat tracking or muscle measuring app that is perfectly accurate. This is the most accurate one that I've tested. The hand caliper ones, the body fat pinching ones are just rudimentary. This is the most accurate that I've found. However, if you go out and get like a DEXA scan, that is going to give you the closest to accurate that you'll get. What I like about this, and that number is going to probably be a little bit different. You'll find that it's like 2 to 3% higher or lower compared to a DEXA scan. For me, that was my experience. What you'll notice with this though, and this is what I like about it, it's consistent. It's like a radar gun. If you're trying to clock your growth, your progress, you want it to be consistent. The perfect accuracy isn't as important per se. If it says that I'm 14% one day and then the next day it says 19%, I can't work with that. But if it says 14 and then 14.2 and 14.1, 14.3, 14.2, I can work with that, right? Because that's telling me a consistent number that's accurate, right? Even if I were to go on a DEXA scan and it would show me a different number that's also going to be consistent, that's letting me see the progress, which is the entire point. Tracking the progress, making sure I'm going in the right direction so I can make tweaks to my workout plan, my diet, and all that stuff, right? So there's that. Let's talk about the setup. Setting it up, for me, I'm not going to lie to you, it was a pain in the butt. For some reason, it took a long time for me to get it connected. I think it was because I was too far away from my Wi-Fi router. I had it disconnected at one point again later, and I set it up again. It wasn't as hard, but try, if that is a problem for you, don't give up. You can contact their support. Once you get it set up, you're good. You don't have to keep doing it all the time. But that is one thing that I did notice also in the reviews, is a few people said they had trouble setting it up. You only have to do it once, okay? So that's that. A couple of notes. You do also have to have the Withings app. And then to get the best metrics, you have to see things using the Withings Pro subscription, which is $10 a month. A lot of people don't like that. You can get some things with the free plan. I'm not totally sure what it is. I've just paid for it for years. Absolutely worth it to me. If it keeps me healthier and allows me to achieve my fitness goals, that's a win for me, okay? So there's that. Using it, here's what I recommend. Do it, I recommend doing it naked. If you do it with clothes, it will work, but I recommend just doing it naked in the morning before you've eaten. Don't do it in the morning and then at night and then be shocked by the differences, because it'll be different, right? Do it in the morning. If you do it right after you get out of the shower, here's one thing to keep in mind. If you go in the shower, a hot shower, or a cold shower will change it too, but a hot shower, and then you get on it and your feet are still hot, it's going to give you a lower body fat percentage reading. So keep that in mind. If you one day go on and you had just gotten in the shower, just gotten out of the shower, and then the next day you come on and you hadn't, and you're like, oh my gosh, I've gained 5% body fat. No, you haven't. You just have a different metric. So I recommend doing that, doing it first thing in the morning. Try to make sure that you are isolating those variables, time, stuff like that. Your body is the same temperature, and you'll be good to go. To use it, you pull these up, you put your thumbs on this. You get other readings as well, but the only ones I really care about are the body fat percentage. And then inside of the app, let me show you, we can get these really cool readings where we'll actually show us where on our body we're storing fat and muscle. And then you can see over time if you're trending up or trending down. And then you can also compare it across all other users. So it's really great in that sense too. But overall, do I recommend it? Yes, I do. The setup's not perfectly easy. You do have to pay a little bit extra for the app, but 100%, I love mine. I've been using it for years. Definitely check it out.